Good morning.
So, Carter, how are you today?
I'm very well, and happy holidays to everyone. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all that good stuff. And happy birthday to you tomorrow.
Well, that's you're a day early yesterday.
Well,
my last day to be 56.
It's your last day to be 56.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of momentous.
I woke up this morning and thought, this is my last day to be 56.
Yeah.
You ever think that the day before your birthday?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I try not to think about it at all.
I'll never, ever, ever be this age again.
Right.
Tomorrow.
Right. But there's a whole lot left.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
I hope there's a whole lot left.
Yeah.
But we never know.
Well, that's why I try to take it every day, one day at a time.
That's what, that's what they say.
That's what they say. So, but happy birthday to you. A day early, since I won't see you tomorrow.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Paradise Center for the Arts, we're going to talk about the 2016 season.
Yes,
because
we are.
you have a terrific season here.
Yes, thank you. We think so. Yeah. A lot of good stuff coming up.
Put a few highlights from each month up on our website.
Sure. Well, that's great. Thank you very much.
Just picked a few out.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was so much there, I could have put up the whole schedule, and I probably should have.
Well, when you get time. But that's why we have our 2016 season brochure, which you can get down at the Paradise Center, 321 Central Avenue North, in historic downtown Faribault. All you have to do, you walk right in the door. We're open. We have limited hours during the holidays, I should say. We'll be open tomorrow from 12 to 5, Wednesday 12 to 5, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day will be shut. And then we'll be open again on Tuesday the 28th and from 12 to 5, and Tuesday the 29th, or Wednesday the 29th from 12 to 5. So you can grab your season brochures on a Tuesday or Wednesday this week, or Tuesday and Wednesday next week, and pick up some season tickets if you're interested as well. They're on sale through January 7th.
So you're open next Tuesday?
Yeah, and
not
Wednesday.
on Monday?
Not on Monday. Monday is normally a dark day in the theater, so we're closed on the Monday. So Tuesday and Wednesday this week, Tuesday and Wednesday next week.
Say, how did the holiday play go?
That went very, very well. Twice the cheer this year. Sold out both of its Sunday shows, full houses, and then the only really light night was the Thursday of the second weekend. We had about 100 people there for that, which was, for a Thursday night, that's a good audience. But the Friday and Saturday shows, we were above 200. Easily around 220, 230 people.
Awesome.
And it was great. It was great. It was a wonderful run of shows. The kids, they were fantastic. They were absolutely committed to their parts, and everybody, people were tearing up. People in the audience were tearing up. We had an email from someone, gentleman whose name I don't remember, but he said, I'm 40 years old, I've been going to theater for years, and I have never before been brought to tears. And I was so choked up. He was watching, the first act was Best Christmas Pageant Ever. And there's, the gist of the story is that you watch these sort of ne'er-do-well kids be kind of transformed by being in this, play about the birth of Jesus. And the girl in particular, who's playing Mary, really suddenly finds herself getting into the fact that she's mother to a baby. And watching her transform and realize that there's something bigger than herself was bringing tears to people. And this guy said, I was so choked up that I couldn't sing along to Silent Night at the end of the play.
Wow.
So, and that's a wonderful testament to the power of art to get at your heart and get at your emotions and tug you. And that's what I love, when we give people an experience like that, something unexpected. When you just, you buy your ticket, you think you're going to be entertained, and then you get something that you weren't expecting at all. Yeah, that's what I love.
That's what it's all about. We're going to get that opening market report, a service of your KDHL Agri Boosters, and then we'll talk about 2016. The Paradise Center for the Arts. We are talking today about the 2016 season at the Paradise. Boy, it's hard to believe 2015 will be over in a week.
Yeah. Where does time go? The year has come and gone.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Where's the time gone?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the great mystery. Every year, it seems to go faster and faster. And we seem to get busier and busier, and, question may never be answered.
Yeah, and the season gets better and better, doesn't it?
Well, we certainly hope so, and we've got a lot of good stuff coming up at the Paradise in 2016. I want to point out our very first event, Friday, January 8th. Mary Jane Alm is a wonderful vocalist, winner of the Minnesota Music Awards Best Female Vocalist, multiple year winner. And so, those people know how to pick them, and she's no slouch. And she has had glowing reviews, and I can quote you the St. Paul Pioneer Press. Of all Twin Cities performers, no one is more adored than Mary Jane Alm, a talented charmer with golden vocal cords, disarming sincerity, an impressive collection of original tunes, and a hot, high-caliber band. She gets compared to Linda Ronstadt.
Wow.
And that's high praise. She and her band cover all kinds of styles. She's everything from rock to blues to a little bit of country. So if you try to peg her in a box, she doesn't really fit in any one place. She's that versatile and that good. And on the interest side, she did a lot of her growing up in Mankato. So she's got a local appeal as well, and she started her singing career there. I'm not sure if I read her bio correctly. I'm not sure she really intended to go in that direction. She just started singing, and somebody heard her and said, "You should be in this band that I've got," and things kind of took off from there. They started playing the bars in Mankato, and then moved on to the Twin Cities, and she's built a really stellar career. And so she's going to be with us Friday, January 8th, 7:30 p.m. Tickets $17 for members, $22 for non-members, $10 for students, and of course we will have our newly instituted $5 student rush program. 15 minutes before curtain time, students, you can come on down and get a $5 ticket, cash only, with a valid student ID. So that's Friday, January 8th. That's going to start us off. And then the other big thing that's coming is in January is our January Thaw event, which, looking at the weather, we might not have to thaw too much. There's nothing to thaw out there. It's just all wintry mix. But we're going to have the Buddy Koopmans Orchestra. And a lot of people listening out there might remember they were at the Rice County Historical Society last summer, and people just came out in droves. So if you're looking for something to warm you up and brighten your dull January days, the Buddy Koopmans Orchestra brings a real big band style, is going to bring a real big band style to the Paradise. And we're going to try to get a few swing dancers, a few surprise guests to maybe do a little swing dance demonstration, little ballroom, and so there'll be some visual interest and a lot of fun too. So bring your dancing shoes. That's January 23rd, Saturday, 7:30 p.m. And there'll be some special guest vocalists as well. Chiefly Dallas Musselman, who you will often hear with Jive and Ivan over at the Signature.
Oh, sure.
And she was guest on our Rock the Treetop just this past Friday night.
How'd that go?
Oh, sold out house. They were wonderful. Yeah, the Over and Back Band with Dr. Mike Hildebrandt, fantastic. And Dallas was singing with them. She's going to be back with Buddy Koopmans Orchestra. Barb Piper is going to be singing a few numbers with Buddy Koopmans. And so it's going to be a real good evening. So that's Saturday, January 23rd, 7:30 p.m. Tickets, we've lowered the tickets for this show, $15 for members, $20 for non-members, and again, $10 for students. And students, you can also participate in the Rush program for that as well. So we're going to have a really good January.
Let's hope it's a sellout and you don't need to do the student rush.
Well, I always want to give an opportunity to get young people in the door. So, I'm always happy to keep that open. But, a sellout is always wonderful. But I'll take it any way I can get it. So,
it wouldn't surprise me if it was, because, I emceed the Historical Society banquet, and
yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. People loved it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I know a lot of our snowbirds will be gone, but all of you who are staying and braving the winter here, come on out to the Paradise January 23rd. Other good stuff. Kevin Mack's Classic Country Jukebox, Saturday, February 20th. Kevin is out of Virginia. He's a touring country artist with an amazing musical sincerity and an exuberant personality. Just an absolutely charming entertainer, and with a true knack for connecting with audiences. That's Saturday, February 20th, 7:30 p.m. And the Paradise Community Theater also has a very good season coming up, starting with The Odd Couple, that classic Neil Simon comedy. Neil Simon has written so many great plays, Brighton Beach Memoirs and Plaza Suite, and he was a writer for Sid Caesar back in the 1950s for Your Show of Shows and Caesar's Hour, and all those great early pioneering shows that really got the situation comedy up and started. And so when Neil went off to become a playwright and start that aspect of his career, The Odd Couple was one of his earliest works, I think, along with Barefoot in the Park. And of course, everybody knows The Odd Couple from the series with Tony Randall and Jack Klugman, and so it adapted itself very well. It started out as a play and then became a film with Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon, and then was adapted into a very successful TV series. So if you want to see the original, where it all started, The Odd Couple will be on our stage in March 11, 12, 17, 18, 19 at 7:30, and March 13th at 2 p.m. And the big deal on the Paradise Community Theater season is going to be The Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid, based on the Disney film. Music by Alan Menken, lyrics by Glenn Slater and Howard Ashman. Lots and lots of roles for lots and lots of people, including the kids. So this will be a great show for families. That's July 29th through August 7th. And there goes your phone, Gordy.
Yeah.
Somebody calling to wish you a happy birthday?
I hope not. It's not here yet.
Not here yet. Wait till tomorrow, right? Yeah. But yeah, The Little Mermaid, we're going to have some special events built around that. Back when the Paradise Community Theater did Cinderella, we had an event where we had a tea party, and kids could come and have tea with Cinderella. Well, I think for Little Mermaid, we're going to have a beach party. You're going to have a beach party with Ariel, who is the chief character in Little Mermaid. So we're going to
bring in some sand.
We're going to bring in some sand and some buckets and shovels and have a lot of fun at the beach with Ariel. And so kids look forward to that. Again, that's July 29th through August 7th of 2016.
Set up a volleyball net.
Set up a volleyball net. There you go. There you go. Yep.
Have some sand volleyball.
Uh-huh. Yep. We'll find a place to do that. Maybe right out on the street. Yeah, that'll be something. We'll find a vacant lot someplace. Yeah. So, thinking big, Gordy.
It would go over well in this town.
You think so?
This is a volleyball town.
Yeah? Is it a volleyball town?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll bear that in mind. I wasn't thinking along those lines, but you're firing my imagination. So.
What can I say?
Yeah.
Try to be of service.
Uh-huh. I appreciate that. So, you pick out an event. You flip the pages, and you pick out an event.
Well, I'm looking at the whole thing here.
You're looking at the whole thing.
January 16th, you've got Duke Otherwise.
Duke Otherwise, children's performer out of Madison, Wisconsin. The big thing to talk about with our family series is that it's moving date and time. It has previously been on Fridays at 7 p.m., and we're moving it to Saturday afternoons at 2 p.m. We're going to see if that's a more congenial time for families to come out and watch a show. Friday night, I think, was a little tough because you're at the end of a long week, and then you've got to come home, grab the kids, wolf down at some dinner, and be back someplace at 7 o'clock when maybe what you really want to do is put your feet up. So Saturdays, 2 p.m., you've got time to run your Saturday morning errands, you grab some lunch, you come out to the theater at 2 o'clock, you stay for a show for an hour, and then after that, you go home and it's nap time, probably for everybody. So we'll see if that works this year at bringing us a good audience. But
I think it might.
I think it might, yeah.
Then later in January, the 29th through the 6th of February, it's the complete works of William Shakespeare.
The complete works of William Shakespeare by our friends, presented by our friends at the Merlin Players. This is kind of Monty Python meets Shakespeare.
Right.
In a totally irreverent way. I have never seen this show before, so I'm really looking forward to that. So it's kind of a Shakespeare knockoff. It's the offerings include the history plays as a sports match, Titus Andronicus as a cooking show. Now, those of you who know your Shakespeare know that Titus Andronicus is not the prettiest thing Shakespeare ever wrote. I think two of the characters get cooked up, killed, cut up, cooked up, and served in pies to another character, and it's gruesome stuff. So Titus Andronicus as a cooking show, I think it kind of reduces it to its irreverent lowest common denominator. But you'll have to come and see. So
when people think of Shakespeare, some people are turned off by that. This is not.
Yeah, well, I mean, Shakespeare could get pretty gory, and there are some of his plays. Titus Andronicus was one. Coriolanus was another one. He gets hung up by his ankles and has his throat slit in front of the whole audience. And there are others where characters meet some really gruesome ends, and they're not the best known of the plays. But they always they always get pointed out as saying, well, Shakespeare had a really grotesque dark side.
Yeah.
Yes, and so
we all have that.
Yeah. There's something to be said for having a shadow side, I think, and so. But this complete works of William Shakespeare abridged, I think turns that all on its head, and I think makes fun of a lot of different things that Shakespeare had written. So.
And Carter Martin is with us. He's the executive director of the Paradise Center for the Arts. We're going over the 2016 season, which reminds me, before we talk more about 2016, what a great stocking stuffer gift idea for that theater lover in your life or the art lover in your life. Doesn't have to be theater. It can be the the visual arts. They're in the galleries.
Yeah, we've got a full gallery season.
An art class,
sure. Julie Faulkner, who is our operations person and our big visual art person, has lined up a whole series of events she's going to be in charge of another iron pour over at Lockerbie Sheet Metal this summer, and that's something I haven't had a chance to see yet, but it's pretty amazing. You basically create an artistic looking mold and you pour molten iron into it, and you let it cool, and out comes your creation. And so it's something to see. You've got to do it outdoors in a parking lot under the right conditions and under the right supervision. But that's a very interesting way to make art. And so if you're interested in that, check with Julie. When we get back into business starting January 4th, we'll be back to regular office hours. So you can always check with her, and she can tell you all about the art events for this coming year.
You did say you'll be open tomorrow, right, and Wednesday?
Yeah. Our box office is open this Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Tuesday and Wednesday next week prior to New Year's. So
this is a gift idea.
Yeah, this
for
is
the person that seems to have everything on their list.
Yeah.
Give them a gift certificate.
Well, get them a
season pass.
Get them a season ticket package. We've got several options to choose from. We've got a package that just covers the Paradise Community Theater shows, and so you can get a package that includes Odd Couple, The Little Mermaid, and the fall show, which is going to be The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, our children's show for the year, based on the novel by C.S. Lewis, in the Narnia series. We've got two options on a baby boomer package. I kind of did this for the different generations this year. Baby Boomer package includes most of our big events, and there are two options. You could pick 4 events or you can pick 8 events, and no matter how you go, it offers you a savings over your regular ticket prices. So the Baby Boomer package includes everything from Mary Jane Alm to Kevin Mack to our Big Hats, Big Hearts Kentucky Derby Day event, and also Wine, Women, and Comedy, our annual evening for the ladies, where we do a wine tasting, and then we have a female comedian. This year we're going to have Maxine Jeffries, who is Maxine's deceptive because she kind of looks very prim and proper, looks like your grandmother. And then she comes out on stage and she has the driest sense of humor. Totally unexpected, and she will just astound you because she is just that funny, but in a very dry, almost deadpan way. So that'll be for the ladies in November of 2016. We have a Gen X package, and that's a 5-show offering. All of our shows in our sort of middle range of ticket prices, 15 for members, 20 for non-members. That covers the January Thaw, comedian Scott Novotny, our fundraising event Grand Ole Paradise, which is kind of like Hee-Haw in the Grand Ole Opry, come to the Paradise Center. And that's going to be comedy and country music with Barb Piper. Our Tribute Fest this year is included in the Gen X package, and that's going to be a tribute to Bruce Springsteen.
The boss will be here this year.
The boss will be here this year.
Right? In July?
Not. I don't think we'll get the man himself, but
no, I don't mean in Faribault, but I mean in Minnesota.
Oh, is he going to be? Okay. Yeah. I was not aware of that.
Oh, okay.
No. So, where and when?
Well, I don't remember the specific day, but I remember seeing that.
You remember seeing that, okay. And then wrapping up the Gen X package is our Christmas offering at Christmas with Mick Sterling, who is one of the Twin Cities' most beloved frontmen, and that'll be in December. All of our family shows are included in a family pack, and that's Duke Otherwise, Secret Agent 23 Skidoo, James Wedgwood, ventriloquist and children's entertainer, a great duo called Trout Fishing in America. This is a bass and guitar duo. They're known as the Lennon and McCartney of children's music, and they have won a Parents' Choice Award for Best Children's Album. And so, and then a group called Big Bang Boom, which is out of Seattle, a group of school teachers who left the teaching business and formed their own band, and their offering is for all parents who are tired of Barney and the Wiggles. So they're a nice alternative. So that's the family pack. And then for the young professional, ages 21 to 40, we have a millennial package. And that includes our 2 big fundraising events this year. Pints and Vines is back, where you can win a wall of wine or a wall of beer on February 27th. We'll be selling raffle tickets, $5 a piece. And, of course, our Big Hats, Big Hearts Kentucky Derby Day event. That's also going to include Church of Cash. Our Big Johnny Cash tribute is coming in July with Jader Kalk. And he does a great tribute to the Man in Black, and then again it also includes our Wine, Women, and Comedy. So there's a lot of options to choose from, and you can see them all laid out. All the prices and all the choice options are in our 2016 brochure. So come down to the Paradise, pick up a brochure, and get that gift. This week before Christmas, and or any time of year is good. We sell our season tickets through January 7th, and we'll sell our community theater package up until March. So come on down to the Paradise, grab a brochure, and consider getting a gift for that person who has everything and who loves good theater and good art.
And the membership is pretty reasonable, too.
Yes, it is. And memberships, of course, are always for sale. Always a welcome addition. We're always glad to welcome new members at the Paradise. Individual membership, $50. A senior citizen is $40 a year.
That's 65 or older.
Right, 65 or older. Family memberships, $75, and that's good for aunts, uncles, grandmas, and grandpas, not just mom and dad. And of course, our business membership is an available option. That's $250. Our business membership gets you an into a pre-show party up in our balcony, which is nice and cozy. Seats about 20 people, and you can go up there and spread your goodies out on a table before the show and enjoy a great performance. Have a little bit of exclusivity up there. It's kind of like having your own little skybox. So, memberships for sale all through the year at the Paradise. And what I want to say about members is they are really the biggest and best part of the support that we get every year. Many of our members have been with us from the very beginning. They're very loyal, and they're very loving, and they really do a great job of supporting what we do at the Paradise. And we would not be where we are without our members. And we welcome everyone to become a member of the Paradise and support. Really, we want to be the anchor for art and culture and pure entertainment in downtown Faribault. So, we really are proud of the fact that we're anchoring Main Street and giving an economic boost to this great town. And so, members, thank you for your support. And anyone who wants to become a member, stop by the Paradise box office. We'll tell you all about it. It's very easy to do.
Two things. I only got a minute.
Yeah, right.
One Tonic Soul Faz here on July 22nd. I know they're very popular. And you're going to start a movie night in the spring.
We are starting a movie series, and thank you for mentioning that. Throwback Thursdays is going to start with Groundhog Day, February
2nd is Groundhog Day.
Well, not quite on Groundhog Day. We're going to do it a week later on a Thursday night, so we're a little behind the holiday. But look for information on that coming out very, very soon.
It's a movie night.
It's a movie night. Throwback Thursdays is what we're calling it. Thursdays at 7 p.m.
Paradise was a movie theater,
Yes.
so it makes perfect sense.
You bet.
Thanks. Merry Christmas to you, Carter.
Merry Christmas to you, Gordy, and again, happy birthday tomorrow.
You bet. All the members of the Paradise Center for the Arts. That concludes today's edition of AM Minnesota on KDHL AM in Faribault, Minnesota. Dusty Dienst with us on Wednesday.